Swim this way, we'll dance and we'll play. Now it's very easy, come on and just take a chance and shake a fin. Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here with yet another One Piece chapter reaction and review. Oh boy, we finally get a new chapter. And I'm really hoping that we continue off with where we left off in the main chapter. Chapter 884, Who? Dropping in on the lives of the Straw Hat Grand Pirate Fleet, Volume 18, Ideo Arc. Tried to capture him, but when we found out that this was just part of the 1,000-year Long Leg and Long Arm conflict, oh snap. So the people that Ideo and the other guys that were part of the Straw Hat Pirate Fleet tried to gang up on, it was just part of a 1,000-year Long Leg and Long Arm conflict, which makes it funny since Ideo is from the Long Arm tribe, and I want to say Bluegill? I want to say Bluegill, the dude that has the long legs and the Speedo. They sort of tried to stop the fighting due to, I don't know, wanting to. It would be funny to see how it turns out, considering that the people that they're fighting are pretty much their own respective tribe members. So it'll be interesting to see. But enough about that, it's time to get on to the meat of the chapter. Come on, come on! There's so much deviant art, but I don't mind it at all. It's actually kind of cool. Then we got Mihawk. I seen like mobile wallpapers that had like the straw hats and they had different color eyes, but their bodies are all one color. All right, here we go. We're into the meat of the matter, and a long-awaited attack. And we have Gear 4th Luffy landing a punch on Katakuri. Now, here's the thing though. It looks like Katakuri tried to block it with his block mochi and maybe a little bit of haki. I could be wrong about the extra haki. But is that blood? That looks like blood. It looks like Luffy managed to draw blood from him, but he sends Katakuri flying.
Next chapter? Next page, please.
Enough for him to shatter one of the little mountains that I think he manipulated with his mochi. He gets sent flying straight through it, with Luffy saying, "I thought you were invisible!" Because even though armament haki is supposed to make people take form, and even though armament works on Logia users, it passed straight through you. Yes, because as we've seen, he tried to use haki on Katakuri before, but it didn't work because at the time, some of us thought that he was an actual Logia user before he became a special Paramecia type. But now Katakuri's glaring at him as he forces himself to stop from flying. Luffy sent him flying like he did with Doflamingo, and now he's right on him again. But I was wrong. Attacks can still hit you. And he lands a punch square in his face. Yo, Luffy is not messing around. He's not giving Katakuri, the man who can see the future, a chance to attack. And even against your super hard armored defense, Gear 4th won't lose. Yo, now Katakuri's the one being on the defense. And he's breathing hard. The crazy thing about you isn't your mochi powers, it's your observation haki, isn't it? Yo, Luffy is not giving... Yo, he's got a double Rhino Schneider. Yo! Luffy's going in. Katakuri's not doing anything. It used to be Luffy couldn't do anything because Katakuri was so adamant in his attack. Now, the tables have turned. Dude. And Katakuri is... He keeps getting knocked back, but he keeps getting up. Like, every time he hits the ground, he lands on his feet. But it looks like Luffy has caught up to him again. Yo, next page, next page. And Katakuri is breathing hard, but he's not saying anything. He's just glaring at him. Gomu Gomu no Kong Organ! This is the same move he used against Cracker. The fact that you figured it out is impressive. You're right. I'm just changing shape and efficiently dodging your attacks. All possible if you can use Haki to see the future. So he's moving in a way where he can't get hit by his Gear 4th attacks. Even though he's using Haki, so he's sort of subtly manipulating his body to avoid attack. Is this dude Jiren in disguise? And because you got me a little hot-headed just now, I gave you a chance you capitalized on. After all, if one is not calm and collected, observation Haki doesn't work. Is that true? If one is not calm and collected, observation Haki doesn't work. Does observation Haki work based on your emotional state? How many years has it been since I've actually taken a hit? I'm beginning to realize just how Brother Cracker was done in by you. That biscuit guy! Peerless Donuts. And he makes like donuts just appear out of the ground using his awakened abilities. That's just Mochi. And Luffy, I think Luffy has his arm stuck in him. Why you Rhino? What the what? Yo. So with his Peerless Donuts, he made big arms that are covered in his Block Mochi ability come out of the holes of the donuts. And used it to punch Luffy. Strength Mochi. And that actually managed to land a hit. Yo, I think I played a game where a dude could use arms that he manipulated. No! Yo, this dude's pulling a Bayonetta. This is his version of the Wicked Weave attack. Yo, this dude is pulling a Bayonetta. Okay, so, whoa, is Luffy seriously got hurt by that? Luffy seriously got hurt by that. Like, his eyes are almost blanking out like he's going unconscious. And now Luffy's being sent flying into a wall. I will give you no more chances. And he's breathing heavily while he's saying all this. I will give you no more chances. Guess you're back to square one, huh? Yo, Katakuri is trying to go back on the attack this time. No! We're leaving the fight! Kako Island, Chocolate Town. I'm begging you, please let me in. But we can't, Mr. Pound. Lady Pudding has expressively forbidden it, and I just want to see Chiffon once. Who the heck is that? He's Mama's 25th husband, I think. Yeah. The moment I saw her, I just knew her face hasn't changed a bit since she was born. She's still just as cute. I just want to see her and talk to her for a bit, please. Like, come on. Let the dude see his daughter after all these years. If you can't see Lola, at least let him see Chiffon. 4 p.m. Just how much time has passed since the wedding and now? Did something happen, Pudding? No, Sister Brulee, please continue. Doesn't it sound pretty noisy outside? I can hear some man screaming. It's okay, no one will come in. And this is Sanji and Chiffon talking, respectively. Anyway, at precisely 1 in the morning, the Straw Hat ship we lost sight of... Oh, wait, this is Brulee talking.
Anyway, at precisely 1 in the morning, the Straw Hat ship we lost sight of is going to appear at Kako Island. Where are you guys?
And we have, like, different chefs walking around saying, bring the sugar over here, baking powder, while Pudding and Sanji are all cooking right now. Of course, Brulee doesn't know that Pudding is with Sanji, working with them to make the cake in order to appease Big Mom. Here?
Because that's where they've arranged their rendezvous with their separated Captain Straw Hat Luffy.
And Brulee's still in the mirror world talking about all this, finding it strange that there isn't a single mirror inside of the area where Sanji and Pudding are, maybe as a precaution to keep Brulee from seeing what they're doing. Just a theory.
Of course, there's no way he'll beat Brother Dogtooth.
Katakuri, please!
And appear on that island in the first place. Hui, 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 hui. At any rate, in 9 hours, the Straw Hats will show up to wait for the captain that will never come. And Mama in one of her eating fits, along with Brothers Perros, will be right on their heels.
And they're steady just baking this cake. Come on, come on.
But don't worry, leave the Straw Hats to Brother Oven and the army he's taken with him.
What's Lord Oven? Lord Oven! What do you mean no one can go in the factory? Not even me? Lady Pudding said so, not a soul. I guess I'll listen to my little sister's requests. But what's all the ruckus at the front of the factory? And they give him his title again. 4th son of the Charlotte family, Browning Minister, Charlotte Oven. Wait, did they ever? I'm pretty sure they gave his title when we first seen him.
You've got to take care of Mama, Pudding. You're our last ray of hope. Leave it to me, Sister Brulee. I'll stop Mama with the best wedding cake she's ever seen. Whee whee.
But we got Oven coming up. Is this really Oven or is this Germa in disguise? Because I distinctly remember one of the soldiers that the Germa beat looking like Oven, I guess. No, I'm wrong because he's beating up on Pound. Front of factory. Stop, no violence. Shut up, intruder. Do you not remember me, my dear Oven? I remember you, father-in-law, and that's why I'm kicking you out of here. Someone's making a ruckus outside. Does it bother you?
Sanji, dear, were you listening? Luffy's in trouble. He's fighting a 1-on-1 with Brother Dogtooth. That man isn't even human. He's got a billion-berry bounty. He's never lost to anyone.
I guess today will be his first loss. It's okay. Let's focus on the cake. Yo, Sanji, got them priorities in order, because he knows who his captain is. Mugiwara! What? Steam's coming out of Lady Pudding's head? Did someone bake her? No one did. Yep, she pretty much just fainted from whatever you call it in anime when your head goes off in steam because you like someone a whole lot. I don't know what that is. I don't see enough romance anime. Oh, big old spreadsheet. Whole Cake Island, Sweet City. What the heck do you mean Mama's attacking Nuts Island? Well, Lomandul, big trouble. What do you mean we're already in big trouble? We finished surveying the seafloor. Something crazy's going on. What do you mean there isn't a single sea slug across the whole territory? Why did they die? Hey, sing with me, my dear sea slugs. If you stop working, it's all fun and hugs. Yo, is Brook? No. Woo! Guarding? No. Reporting? Nope. But singing? You betcha. Yo, what is going on? Something really weird's going on at the Sea, the Sunny. How are we not being chased right now? This is definitely some kind of trap.
It's okay. We won't let anyone slip by us.
And you have Carrot and Chopper in the crow's nest of the Sunny, looking in both directions with Nami asking that question. Come to think of it, I hope Aladdin and the others... Aladdin and the others made it out okay. How can countless sea slugs just up and disappear? Yep, no working. Maybe they were kidnapped. By who, you idiot? Now we won't be able to prevent a single bloody ship from running away. That's why they say when it's a holiday. That's why they say when it's a holiday. Prauline's charming voice. Yo, that's a way to bring in a character I didn't think we would see again. Charlotte Prauline coming in, taking control of all those transponder sea slugs. This is the end of the chapter. That's it. So, Prauline has taken control of all the sea slugs by singing to them. Sing this way, we'll dance and we'll sway. So come it. I don't know the rest of that song from Atlantica when you're playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Mainly because I hate playing that stage. But I just feel like that's a whole moment right there with Praline singing and hypnotizing and, you know, manipulating all the sea slugs there. But we finally, I was really hoping, because I did a stream the other day on Halloween, I was really hoping that this entire chapter would be focused on the fight with Katakuri and Luffy. But unfortunately, they cut it kind of short right when Katakuri gained his footing again, and it cut back to other people. I had a feeling that was going to happen because having a whole chapter just based on Luffy fighting Katakuri was too good to be true. Harumph. But we do see Luffy, like pretty much at the beginning of this fight, of this chapter. He's pretty much keeping Katakuri on the defensive, because it was Katakuri who was constantly keeping Luffy on his toes, who also managed to land hits on Luffy that Luffy could barely, at the last second, dodge out of the way from. Now, Katakuri is on the defensive, with Luffy being in Gear 4, has felt a Kong organ, has felt a Kong gun, has even sort of felt a Kong, Rhino Schneider. No, he sort of felt the Rhino organ because he started to use his Mochi abilities to let it phase through him. But it's his Kong gun and Kong or Rhino Schneider that actually lands hits on. But Katakuri kept getting up and stared at Luffy despite all that. With Luffy trash talking says, "I thought you were invincible." He pretty much just pulled the stink meaner from Boondocks. "You was talking that good stuff a second ago, then you got kicked in your face." And it was like that. It was like a stink meaner versus that guy that pulled in the parking spot moment between Luffy and Katakuri. But it was funny. But then it sort of stops because Katakuri gains his composure back. Even though Luffy saw his face, he was a little bit hot-headed and he wasn't saying anything, but he started to gain his composure and then flipped it upside down as he managed to catch Luffy and then pulled a Bayonetta where he had his version of a Wicked Weave attack and he had arms come out of donuts. I wonder what his sub-weapons and main weapons would be if Katakuri was in Bayonetta. Because the way he does it, it is just like Bayonetta's Wicked Weaves. I mean, he has two donuts appear, and then two arms come out, and he manipulates it, just like Bayonetta does. Which is a phenomenal game, by the way. If you haven't played it, go play it. And after that, we see Katakuri saying that if you're not calm and collected, then observation haki doesn't work. And that got me thinking, does observation haki work based on your emotional state, or is it just something that you have to concentrate on? Because if that's the case, then it's no wonder that Katakuri has been able to use observation haki to such an extent that he's able to see into the future because he's so calm all the time. Sorry, I saw a little bit of dust. I'm gonna get rid of that. But overall, it just got me thinking, is haki as a whole, does it work based on your emotional state? Just from that one phrase, I may be prying a little bit too into it, but it just got me thinking about the concept of haki as a whole. Does emotions have their own effect on it? Does emotions have a part to play in being able to use haki? Because if you're not calm and collected and you can't concentrate, does that affect how much you use haki? But that's neither here nor there. That's just a theory of mine. Then we cut to Kako Island as we see Oven walking up with the rest of his crew. Before that, we see Pound like literally wanting to go inside of the factory because Chiffon's in there. Either one of his daughters that he hasn't seen since she was born, I believe, because I believe when Big Mom has a child, she pretty much just gets rid of the husband because he's of no longer use, not unless she plans to have twins. But I don't think that's how it works. I don't know. I'm sorry. But he hasn't seen Chiffon since she was a little baby. And he wants to go in there and see her. Like, he's literally one door away from seeing his daughter that he hasn't seen since she was born. And if he can't see Lola, at least he'd be able to see Chiffon. But Oven comes in and starts to beat him up. Because apparently the order from Big Mom is to kill all previous fathers, maybe? Maybe the order is to treat all previous fathers like trash whenever you see them. Because he starts beating up on Pound outside of the factory. But we have Sanji and we have Chiffon and we have Pudding on the inside listening to Brûlé, because Brûlé knows the plan of them rendezvousing with them on Kako Island at a certain amount of time. Like it says, it's 4 p.m. and all that, and all the time is passing. But I can't track what time it is in One Piece ever. But Pudding really wants to let Sanji know that, oh no, Katakuri has a billion-berry bounty. He's never lost a fight. And Sanji's all like, well, this will be the first time he loses one. Can we get back to cooking? And this literally sends her out in like a fangirl faint. Because everyone's thinking, she's on fire, her head's steaming. Is she being baked? And no one baked her. But we just have another one of those Pudding moments between Sanji. Like, Sanji's so cool, like, with it. He's all like, this will be the first time Katakuri ever loses a fight. Let's get back to cooking. Like, he says it's so buttery smooth. I wonder if he's using butter in the cake. But enough about that. I'm thinking about something else. I apologize. We cut back to, like, the rest of the crew in the ocean. And Mondur is still trying to find out why isn't the transponder snails reporting back. And we come to find out that the Straw Hats, the rest of the Straw Hats, Jinbei, I'm counting Jinbei. Jinbei, Carrot, Chopper, and Nami, I'm looking at them right now. Jinbei, Carrot, Chopper, and Nami are both just chilling, wondering why no one's chasing after them. When we come to find out that Praline is singing, Praline with her husband. I forget her husband's name. What is his name? Oh, I need to immerse myself in One Piece so I know everybody's name. Because it doesn't look very professional of me if I forget everything. But oh well. Praline, my apologies. Praline, along with her husband, are down on the sea floor with Praline, or Praline. I can't decide. How do you say it? Praline or Praline? Praline is singing to all of the sea slugs, all the sea transponder slugs, manipulating them so they can't report in anything. So Praline coming in with that Ariel Little Mermaid capabilities, singing her hearts out. And I'm guessing that she can sing real well. So it would be interesting to see that in an anime or something. So overall, I thought this chapter was good. I was really hoping that it would focus on Luffy, but I'm glad we got to see the other things going on. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty good chapter. Not as good as the last one, but a good chapter nonetheless. Let me know what you thought about it. I cannot wait to discuss more One Piece, and I have something up my sleeve that I want to discuss later, but that'll be later, and you guys will see when it happens. So, hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. So, once again, as always, later, peoples.